As an actor, most of the time you work bringing fantasy and fiction to life. How much did you enjoy telling the true real-life story of an American hero?
It was amazing. In fact, I was kind of shocked that I didn't know this story before because it's such a tremendous story, and it's almost completely unbelievable because he went above and beyond, and he constantly chose love over violence and love for his brotherhood and his faith and his convictions, and I loved that. I just thought it was a really refreshing story, and I wanted to be a part of it. And then, of course, just to bring this woman to life, Dorothy Schutte, who's this incredible, spirited, she was a real-life woman.
His backbone.
Yes, and their love is the foundation for so many of the things that they journey on together, and I just could totally appreciate it, and I loved being back in that time and seeing the purity of that romance. It was just such an incredible gift to be given this opportunity.
I'll set the scene. During World War II, a soldier goes to the front line, refuses to carry a weapon, and somehow miraculously ends up saving the lives of 75 men. And I know the list is long, but as you immersed yourself in the story, what stood out to you that was most impressive about Desmond Doss?
You know what's funny? It's actually a moment that's not in the movie, because as Mel has been saying, it would get like Monty Python. Like no one would believe this actually happened. At the very end, when he stepped on a grenade to save his friend, he was obviously injured and they put him on a stretcher and he's getting taken away. And then he saw another guy get shot up. So he took himself off the stretcher, went and grabbed the other guy, put that guy on the stretcher, and that guy went down, and then he got shot up a few more times, and then finally was like, all right, I'll get on the stretcher now, all right, I'm gonna go down. But just things like that, I mean, how heroic. He just constantly was putting other people before himself, and who does that? It's so miraculous and beautiful, and he's such a humble man too. I mean, before he died, he wasn't wanting anyone to know his story because he is so just humble and modest. But I'm glad the story is finally getting out to the world.
I'm with you. I'm happy people will finally get to see what this guy really amazingly did.
Yeah.
You mentioned Mel Gibson. After a 10-year hiatus, from the guy who did Braveheart and The Passion of the Christ, he's back in action. And this guy has a real flavor and a style he has in films. For you, What was that experience like working with the Oscar winner, Mel Gibson?
It was very surreal. I think my mother had a heart attack because Passion of the Christ is her everything. My mum's she's a woman of great faith. So it was very exciting for her, and then equally as exciting for me. I had such a beautiful experience with him. And truly, I've been saying I was so surprised about the level of knowledge he had into my character and just what a woman goes through and navigates through when they're falling in love. And he so beautifully could describe those feelings and emotions. And I realize it's because he's been an actor for so many years and he understands how to get beneath that. So it was just a refreshing and liberating experience working with him.
Did you tell him your mom's a bit of a groupie for Mel Gibson?
I did, and my mom would like get dressed up and come to set and like try and meet Mel.
Did she meet him?
Yes, a bunch of times.